Hi everyone. Today I will be talking about Malcolm Knowles' 6 Principles of Adult Learning, or andragogy. The term andragogy refers to the art and science of adult learning. There are differences between adult and child learning, and these 6 principles aim to give insight into adult learning. The 6 principles of adult learning are need to know, self-concept, experience, readiness, orientation, and motivation. The theme for my concept map was natural aesthetic. I wanted to drive away from the bold primary colors that are usually related to children. In the first principle, need to know, adults are asking the question, what's in it for me? Adult learners need to understand why the information is necessary for them to learn and how it can be applied to real-life situations. The second principle is self-concept. This principle is about understanding adults and the need for self-direction. Adult learners will thrive in classroom settings where they are able to set the pace and choose how they want to learn information presented. The third principle is experience. In this principle, adult learners are relying heavily on their experiences as a way to guide their learning. The content being presented to them should include real-world scenarios that the learner could see themselves in. Additionally, this principle is tough because it requires the instructor to provide biased training. How an adult previously learned and understood a skill or concept might be different now. The fourth principle is readiness. Adult learners want to better their lives, so their learning has to contain some value for them. Adult learners want the skills they are learning to help them in the immediate present, not just in the future, like K-12 skills are often taught. The fifth principle is orientation. Orientation, or problem-oriented, is all about ensuring that the adult learner is learning specific skills and abilities to help them problem solve. Adults are more likely to learn if they feel that the training can help them right now in the present. The sixth and final principle is motivation. Adult learners need to be motivated and are very self-determined. They have an innate need for learning that allows them to motivate themselves. Adult learners are described as students who are over the age of 25. Sometimes adult learners can be students who return to school later on in life. Also, anyone in corporate America who is trying to learn a skill through a development training program can also be an adult learner. I classify myself as an adult learner, so I relate a lot to these principles. As I continue learning through my education, it is important to remember my why. Additionally, I find these principles also align with my students in my 9th grade social studies classroom. Working in urban education, I've learned that education is not as important to most families. So as an instructor, it is important for me to tap into the why and the motivations of my students. Having students determine their why for education and showing them the bigger picture will help them succeed in life. If not to higher education, the backbones of these principles will help them succeed in any career or trade they decide to pursue. Thanks for following along, and I hope you learned something new about Malcolm Knowles and his principles of adult learning.